Record scratch freeze frame. You're probably wondering how a routine marine show turned into an absolute nightmare. Well, what I'm about to tell you about Jesica Radcliffe and her fatal encounter with a captive orca will blow your mind, but not in the way you think. Picture this. Sunny Tuesday afternoon at Pacific Marine World. Families gathered around a massive orca tank, kids pointing excitedly at this beautiful black and white orca. Veteran trainer Jesica Radcliffe preparing for a routine performance. In 60 seconds, this peaceful scene transformed into a nightmare that went viral with millions of views. Ready for this? Sit down. The entire story, Jesica Radcliffe, Pacific Marine World, that horrifying viral footage, was completely fabricated. Jesica never existed. The park was never real. That viral footage? AI-generated content designed to tap into our fears about captive marine animals. But here's the crazy part. This fictional story was inspired by decades of very real, documented incidents at marine parks worldwide. We're talking about actual attacks, deaths, and tragedies the multi-billion-dollar marine entertainment industry has been covering up. The creators gave Jesica this detailed backstory. 29 years old, passionate marine trainer, 8 years with orcas, UC San Diego graduate. They named the orca Kasatka, borrowed from a real SeaWorld orca. The fake attack was brutal. 6,000-pound orca grabbing Jesica, dragging her underwater for 3 minutes, while families watched in horror. They created fake social media posts, GoFundMe pages, false statements from marine biologists. People donated to fake charities, had emotional breakdowns over someone who never existed. But it felt real because it mirrored actual incidents. Like Tilikum, the most famous real case from Blackfish documentary. This 22-foot, 12,000-pound orca was captured as a baby in 1983 and became a killing machine through psychological trauma. He killed 3 people, Kelty Burns in 1991, Daniel Dukes in 1999, and Dawn Brancho in 2010. Dawn's death was particularly brutal. Tilikum grabbed her ponytail and dragged her underwater. Security footage exists but was never released. The autopsy showed massive trauma, scalp removal, arm severance. Her death led to OSHA investigations and the Blackfish documentary. Here's the thing. Wild orcas are apex predators with 15-pound brains, complex social structures, and sophisticated hunting strategies. They travel hundreds of miles daily and dive thousands of feet deep. But in captivity, they're stuck in concrete tanks equivalent to humans living in bathtubs their entire lives. The psychological effects are devastating. Behaviors never seen in the wild, like floating listlessly, head-ramming walls, attacking other orcas. Most shocking? Over 100 documented attacks on humans by captive orcas since the 1970s, ranging from injuries to fatal maulings. Meanwhile, 0 documented attacks by wild orcas on humans. The Jesica hoax resonated because people understand something's fundamentally wrong with keeping these intelligent creatures for entertainment. The fake story channeled growing awareness about captivity's cruelty. Within hours, it spread across social media, picked up by news outlets worldwide. Even after the truth was revealed, it sparked intensified ethical discussions. Fiction succeeded where decades of research papers failed. It created visceral understanding of what these animals endure. Millions felt trapped, frustrated, desperate, exactly what captive orcas experience. This raises ethical questions about using fictional trauma for activism, but it exposed uncomfortable truths. When we buy marine park tickets, we're complicit in reducing apex predators to performing tricks for fish, while tourists applaud their psychological deterioration. The Jesica story, real or fake, forces us to face reality. These intelligent, emotionally complex animals suffer daily for our entertainment. No education or conservation excuse justifies keeping orcas captive for shows. So whether Jesica Radcliffe existed doesn't matter. What matters is acknowledging the real deaths, real suffering, real tragedy happening right now. The question isn't about a fictional story. It's whether we'll continue accepting orca captivity as acceptable entertainment, knowing the human cost of forcing wild animals to perform on command.